I think we're now, and all systems are go. We are here for liftoff, and I am live. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to the replay. If you're watching the replay, I don't know whether Facebook would have sent out the notification yet. Hopefully they have. I'm going to do a little bit of a 5-minute chat, and then, as I normally do, if you're new to my lives, I do a little bit of a chat, and then we settle down into just a little guided meditation. Nothing fluffy, nothing like woo-woo-y. We're not manifesting cars here. We're not trying to change the world. We're not creating anything. We're not communicating with aliens. We're not doing any of those things. We're just chilling out. We're just going beyond all the noise and confusion of life, and just becoming aware. And that's what we're doing. So when you're here, come in and say hi. Good morning, Tessa. How are you doing? How's Michigan today? I say, how's Michigan? You, like me, haven't been out of the house for how long? What's it like outside? Something that does concern me is that we might become complacent and think everything's okay because within our homes everything might seem peaceful. But we have to remember that we're under lockdown for a reason, and the reason's a good reason, and that is to stop the spread so the health services doesn't get overwhelmed. And when the health services don't get overwhelmed, they can save the lives they can. If they get overwhelmed, people that wouldn't normally die will die. So it's really important to remember why we're in lockdown. But while we're in lockdown, I see people doing concerts. I see famous musicians, and I see one, Catherine Jenkins, every Saturday night does an hour or so singing. And it's wonderful to see these people doing what they can from their home to entertain. And I guess really my ego says that, hey, I'm doing my bit. I'm showing up every day. So every day I come on at 2 p.m. and have a little bit of a chat and touch my face when I shouldn't. And we do a little meditation together to chill. Hi, Kadja. Am I only on YouTube? No, I'm on Facebook and Periscope. Hey, but if you're on YouTube, brilliant. Stay there and chat on YouTube, because I need to get more people on YouTube. It's great to see people actually on YouTube. How refreshing is that? Hi, Annette. You're watching on Facebook. Yeah, I want to, during this couple of months or 3 months, I want to build my YouTube to 1,000. That would be really awesome and amazing. So if anybody wants my YouTube link, let me know and I will put it in the comments. I will put it in the comments now, actually. There it is. Oh, that puts the comments everywhere, I think. Maybe. Hi, Looper. Yeah, people don't get notifications on Facebook. So, if you want to see me daily, head over to YouTube and subscribe to my channel, because at least you're in control of the notifications then. We don't seem to be in control of anything on Facebook nowadays. I wanted to say, right, imagine now it's 1st of December. If you can remember back then, and we were tired, we were stressed, we were anxious about Christmas, we were concerned about money, we were concerned whether we'd be ready for Christmas, the holidays, all the other things. We had all our concerns back then. And if you were to ask most people back in December, what would you like? What would you like to happen? And very often people say, some time out. I would love some time out. I would love to just for the world to stop just for a couple of weeks so I can catch my breath. I would love to be able to stay at home and not feel guilty. I would love to be able to just relax and not feel like I'm part of this rat race. Hi, Karen. And here we are, fast forward a few months. Now then, okay, it's not under the circumstances that we would like, but you have that time out. You have the world slowing down. This is our perfect opportunity to get out of the rat race and do something for ourselves. You have the time in your hands. You know, if you're one of the ones that are out working, you know, thank you. But if you are the ones at home saving other lives and all that and doing what you can from home or in isolation, use it. Use it to your advantage. Don't be annoyed that you're stuck at home. Don't be annoyed that you've lost some freedoms. Freedoms? You got no freedom if you're like out and about and you get ill and things like that. You have so many freedoms still at home. You have freedoms to read books, watch TV, do exercise, do whatever you want. But get out of bed every morning, have a shower, get out of your PJs. If you're working from home, leave the house, turn around at the front gate and walk back in and sit down in work mode. I just want to show you my cat. She's loving the sunlight. All curled up. Just thought I would share that. Oh, everything's going wrong. One sec, I'm back. Click the wrong buttons. Hi Jade. Yes, I am very well. You can go to Facebook if you want. Facebook has more people chatting, but hi Lisa Martini. I guess it's martini in it, as in the drink. But yeah, the problem is if you get into this rut of, well, I have very little to do, I don't need to do it, I don't need to get out of bed early and things like that. Come a couple of months' time or 3 months' time when you're allowed out, you're going to find it so hard to get out of that rut. Really, really hard. And I want to share the advice of Terry Waite. Now then, I would say most of you know who Terry Waite is, but he was the hostage that got taken in Kuwait for a good number of years. And this is his advice. Keep your own dignity. Get out of your PJs. Form a structure for your day. So really form a structure of when you're parent and when you're working and when you're things. I know they'll mix in between, but really form a structure for your kids and all that as well. Be grateful for what you have. You have a shelter, home, possessions. You know, even if you're worried about your bills, no one's going to do anything for 3 months. You could literally not pay any bills for 3 months and nobody is going to do anything to you. Read and be creative. Read and be creative. Here's a time to paint. You know, apparently it takes 20 hours to become good at something. Well, that means in 20 hours, if you do it for 3 hours a day, after 5 days, 6 days, you can be good at something. So learn to paint in 1 week. Learn to write the next week. Learn something else the next week. You could come out of this with so much more knowledge, so much more skills, so much more creative. And that's what the world needs. The world needs creativity. The world needs people to grow in this time, not people to fall back into a rut. So we're here anyway. Use it, if that makes any sense. I'm not sure how long I've been online, but 9 minutes. So I need restructuring. Yeah, really set out a list for your day. Put it in your planner. Pick up your phone. Every one of you have got a phone, I'm guessing. Bring up the calendar and go, right, 9 till 10, I'm going to be doing this. 10 till 11, I'm going to be doing this. 1 till 2 is my lunch break. And this will really help you to stay in a structure, because most people don't even know what day it is at the moment. Most people don't even know what day it is. And laziness, I noticed that word up there. I don't like to use that word, because that's when we say someone's lazy. Really, it's not laziness, it's we get stuck. I broke my neck at 18, and by the age of 20, I had very little to do. And getting out of that nothing to do, watching TV all day, is really, really hard. Really hard. And 3 months is long enough to form the habit of watching telly. And if you think losing a bit of weight, giving up smoking, trying to separate yourself from bad habits is hard, you've gone from busy working lives to doing very little. You try getting back to that busy working life. You know what it's like. You go on holiday for 2 weeks and you come back, and within 3 days of work you're like, oh my God, I need another holiday. Simply because just to get out of bed to go to work is so hard, and that's 2 weeks. So imagine in 2 months' time. Hi Awaz, how are you doing? Nice to see you join us on Periscope. Yeah, procrastinate, we will. What was Lupa's comment? Very important to get up and get dressed. It does make a difference in how you start your day. Laziness can cause you to be bored and depressed, yes. And there is a balance. I would highly recommend you sit for 1 hour and be bored. But that's actively sit and be bored. Choose an hour at 4 o'clock in the day. I'm going to sit and do nothing. Right, well, let's just have a little meditation. I've got a little different music for you today. And as with all my meditations, well, not all, but you can have all the free ones online at the moment. Go to stephenwebb.com, go to the meditations at the top, and they're all totally free. If you want access to them on the mobile, type mobile in the comments now, and I will send you a link directly to where you can have them on the mobile and you can download them. So just type mobile in the comments now. But the meditations that I'm doing during the day are the ones I think will help you most at the moment. Not to go to a wonderful, peaceful place, not about escaping. It's about growing in this time. And you won't grow unless you're aware of what's going on. And my meditations are about being aware. I will reply after the live, Lupa. Yes, I'll have a look at that. I didn't see it yesterday, but I will have a look. It's about becoming aware of our habits, aware that we're not doing these things that we want to do. We think that we got plenty of time, 3 months. We haven't. We're 2 weeks in or 10 days in or whatever, and we've still done very little. This wonderful opportunity of a little extra free time will disappear very quickly, and we will kick ourselves if we don't use it to our advantage. Use this time wisely. Stick to the rules. I'm going to put you onto my little egg timer. It's an hour one. So let's put on some music. Right, if we just get comfortable, just relax into this moment. You can choose to close your eyes if you want to, or soften your gaze just a couple of feet in front of you, and become aware of your breath. Be aware that you're breathing in through your nose, down through your throat, over your chest, into your stomach. And then coming out of your stomach, up over your chest, out through your mouth. And to help you with focus, perhaps you could put your tongue on the roof of your mouth just behind your front teeth. This helps with the connection between the mind and the body. Don't try to change your breath, just allow your breath to be what it is. Your body knows exactly how to breathe in any given moment. If it needs to speed up, it will. If it wants to slow down, it will. Just give your body permission to relax and let everything be in this moment. Everything is well in this moment. If you become aware of any pockets of tension in your body, just let it go. Just imagine it fading away into nothing. You could breathe in calm and breathe out relax. It's important to relax all your body and your senses, so you all become one, your mind and your thinking, your feeling, your physical body, and your energy just seems to fade into one whole you, which is just pure awareness. And from this awareness, take notice of your thinking. Just be aware of thoughts when they come and go. There's a thought. You could smile and bring it back to your breath. And to help with this mantra, you could use this mantra. I have thoughts, but I am not those thoughts. I have thoughts, but I am not those thoughts. Very often the thing that causes us most suffering is we have a thought and we go with it. We give that thought lots of weight and we go with whatever that thought is. Whether it's creating a good feeling or creating a poor feeling, we tend to go with whatever's arising. And when we take a step back within and just become aware that the mind is designed to think, it evolved to think and become what it is today. This wonderful, amazing machine that keeps you alive and keeps you on your way, but it wants to grow with you. And instead of giving the thoughts attention, when we just have an awareness of them, they no longer control us, we're then in control of them. We no longer become their slave. whenever you notice you're going into story or thought, just smile and bring it back and go, thank you for the story, thank you for the thought. But we're just being aware. We're just sitting here and allowing things to be what they are. It's not about letting go. It's not about causing anything to happen. It's really just about witnessing and allowing the thoughts to be what they are. There's no good or bad thoughts, they're just thoughts. And we're going to bring this feeling back with us now, and remember that this calmness, this vastness or emptiness or awareness, whatever you want to label it as, is always present. It's present when you remove the noise, when you remove the distraction. And when you just open your awareness to whatever is present without giving anything any weight. So if I just count back from 5, 4, and just open your eyes gently, 3, wiggle your arms, 2, take a deep breath and breathe out with a little more energy. And let's hello, welcome back. The thing is, you could do that meditation for as long as you want. Sometimes we don't settle down that quickly, other times we do. And it's important to remember that life is full of noise, and the noise is the thoughts, the feelings, the to-do lists, the aggravations, the memories of yesterday, the fears of tomorrow. That's all noise. And that's all part of life. And being alive is to have those things. You're not going to get rid of them. They're always going to be arising. But the idea is to not give them any kind of attachment, not to become attached to them. So below all those, when you just allow them to be, they kind of fade. It's like a pool of water. Normal going on a normal, busy, overwhelmed day, the pool of water is really dirty. But if you just allow that pool of water to settle, so you're not getting rid of the dirt in the water, you're just allowing it to settle. And then it becomes clearer, it becomes stiller. I hope that helps. I'm sure it does help. It certainly helps me. Make my bed spot away, first accomplishment of the day. It is really important. Even when I'm feeling really poorly and rough, it's important to get out of bed and have that shower, even if you don't feel like it. You will always feel better once you get up. Because the body goes into a different mode. The body goes, okay, I need to get ready for the day too. Thank you, Shelley. I think that helped more than fluffy guided meditations. Now then, I have loads of them. They give you a wonderful sense of feeling. They give you a wonderful time out. You know, I'm not knocking them. I have them on Inside Timer myself, and you have access to over 50 of them on a new app and on my page, completely free. But if you want to grow, awareness is the answer. You know, you cannot overcome pain unless you're aware of the pain. It's like a blind person running the hurdles. If he refuses the hurdles there, he's going to keep hitting them, keep hitting them, keep hitting them. Whereas if he slows down, feels for the hurdle, what does it feel like? Where is it to? How can I take notice of this? When does it occur? When does it happen? Using the metaphor of the blind hurdler, how many steps in? Whereas in your life it would be, when this occurs, how do I feel? So as you're going about your daily life, what makes you feel overwhelmed? How do you recognize that hurdle? How do you recognize when it's approaching? And we plan. But you have to bring them into awareness, otherwise you're going to keep falling over them. And this is what these meditations do. It's about bringing the subconscious into awareness. Because most of your feelings are from subconscious, evolved habitual behavior from the past. Experiences has created these concrete beliefs and thoughts and opinions that self-perpetuate. Timothy on Periscope asked me a question. Do you have a purpose in life? Yeah, to help others. Help myself and help others. To improve our lives collectively. Do I believe I have one purpose? I have no idea. I'm not attached to any purpose. I just know what I do. I help people in difficult times that find it difficult to meditate, that find it difficult to get through difficult times, because been paralyzed, been bankrupt, been cheated on, been hurt a few times. I know what it's like to move through a difficult time. So I've built the tools to love my life. And when I give those tools away, when I help people, I feel good. And when I feel good, I'm living my purpose. And that's my purpose right now. Whether it'll stay the same in 10 years' time, I don't know. I don't care really. But what feels good to me right now, that's my purpose right now. That's what the world needs now. Does that make sense, Timothy? Does that answer your question? Amelia says, have you playing quietly at work, at nursing home and rehab faculty, a calm in this crazy? Oh, have me playing. Thank you. Thank you for the work you're doing. Thank you for showing up. I'm really humbled by the amount of people that are showing up in a world that we now rely on, in quotes, unskilled workers. And look at who the skilled workers are now. The world needs the heart-opened, compassionate people showing up and running the world. Technically, capitalism is not running the world by itself anymore. It never did, but it had an illusion it was. Tools, habits for healing in all areas of life. What was the other? Trauma and emotional wounds. Yeah, they are tools. You've almost got to feel pain, see pain, and bring it into your awareness and learn from it to have the tools. It's so important. Meditation doesn't... Hi, Dennis. Meditation doesn't have to be a struggle either. If you're struggling with it, you're trying to create something. If you're sitting down and go, right, I need to have silence in my mind for 20 minutes, that's not meditation. Meditation should be effortless. If you're putting effort into it, you're not meditating. It really should be effortless. But that doesn't mean easy. It doesn't mean you just sit down and go sleep. But if you're putting a lot of effort in, you're trying to get somewhere, to do something with it. That's not the answer. If I ask you this question, this is the most powerful question I know of in the way of pointers to being awake. Rupert Superior asked this question, and he says, are you aware? Now then, if I said, are you aware of your feet? You have to pay attention to your feet. If I said, are you aware of the window or the outside or the temperature? You have to bring your awareness to that. But if you ask the question, are you aware? You have to just bring your awareness to awareness. And boom, in that awareness, there's no pain, there's no wants, there's no desires, there's no pushing or trying to let go. There's no struggle. There's just awareness. It's just awareness. And that's what meditation is. It's about opening our awareness to whatever's happening. Don't be mad with it. It's what it is. You know, I have thoughts, but I am not those thoughts. As Ken Wilber says, I love that saying. And I have emotions, but I am not those emotions. You have taste in your mouth, right? But you're not the taste. Hey, who are you? Oh, I'm synonym taste. Synonym? I'm sweet taste. You're not taste. But you have taste. I am not thoughts. Or I have thoughts, but I'm not those thoughts. Being present, promoting better quality of life. Or yes, exactly. Capitalism unchecked without moral overlay is greed. However, it is still the best system for promoting. I absolutely agree with you. I don't think capitalism is bad. I don't think any rule is bad. I don't think any system is bad. I think all tools can be used for either way, for improving and growing, or for demoralizing and for unethical reasons, like everything. So I'm going to go, and I will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. UK time. I welcome a few new people to the live. It's great to see you here, Dennis and Timothy, and Loop has been here a few times, but I will, if anybody wants my meditations on the mobile, just type mobile in the comments now and I will come back and reply to you. If you're on Periscope, hook me up on Twitter and send me a message and I will get back to you with a link. Looper, I have recommended meditation to my friends of anxiety and fear at this time, and I get a lot of I can't meditate. But have you ever tried it? I wonder why that is. I get that a lot. I thought I couldn't meditate. Ask them, do they ever put on a song and do they ever get into the song and they're just there in the moment with the song? A form of meditation. You know, if they can take one breath, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out, without thinking about next month's dinner, they're meditating. But when people say I can't meditate, they think meditation is no thinking or quietness or calmness. And the moment we sit down to meditate, we recognize that we have the most active mind on the planet. Of course we haven't. It just feels like it because we're bringing awareness to it. It's like someone saying, I've never noticed purple cars until they buy one. And then you see them everywhere. When you stop and take notice, you realize how much you think and how much your feelings. And meditation is not about getting rid of it. Meditation is about being aware of it. And that's all. That's all. I'm aware I'm feeling angry right now. But I don't have to punch anyone. I am aware I'm feeling lonely. It's just sitting in awareness. I hope that helps. Diane, yes, hook me up on Twitter because you're on Periscope. I don't know if I could go in and see the comments on Periscope. I'm not sure. Or let me get you the link now and let me drop it there because I think it'll go to everywhere. Thank you, Karen, if you're still watching. There's the link. Hopefully that goes to everywhere. Let me know if it did or didn't. But thanks, guys. Thank you for joining me here. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all back tomorrow. 2 p.m. UK time. See you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye.